Check the vehicle's warning lights and safely respond to any abnormal conditions of the vehicle. If one or more situations requiring a vehicle-related warning occurs, warning lights turn on. Warnings are displayed as red, yellow, and green indicator lights. The red light is mainly used to indicate the situation that requires immediate action. The yellow light indicates precaution and turns on when an inspection is required as soon as possible. The green light is mainly used to indicate that a function is in an operational state. The parking brake warning light turns on when the parking brake is engaged or when the brake fluid is low. After an inspection, refill the brake fluid or take any necessary actions. If the battery warning light turns on, the battery may be discharged or the charging device may be broken, so visit an authorized Kia dealer or service partner. The airbag warning light turns on when there is an issue with the airbag, so conduct an inspection immediately as this directly affects safety in the case of an accident. The engine oil pressure warning light turns on when the oil pressure is low due to insufficient engine oil or when there is an oil leak. After an inspection, refill the engine oil or take any necessary actions. If the engine coolant leaks or there is an issue with the cooling pump system, the coolant temperature warning light turns on. Conduct an inspection immediately and take any necessary actions. The ABS warning light is displayed when the ABS fuse blows or a system issue occurs. If the warning light turns on, a problem has occurred, so visit an authorized Kia dealer or service partner. The electronic stability control device warning light turns on when the vehicle detects itself skidding, indicating an issue with the ESC device, which controls brake pressure and engine output. If the low fuel warning light is on, refill the fuel quickly. If the engine warning light turns on, there may be an issue with the engine electronic control unit or a sensor, or an oil leak, so visit an authorized Kia dealer or service partner. A green indicator light indicates that the function is in an operational state. The indicators, such as the lighting signal, turn signal, and high beam signal, light up on the instrument panel. Let's look at the warning lights that only apply to electric vehicles. The ready indicator appears when the vehicle is ready to be driven after starting the engine. The service warning light appears when there is a problem with related parts of the electric vehicle control system, such as sensors. There may be an issue with the actuator or air conditioning electric compressor, so conduct an inspection and take action. If the remaining high voltage battery level is low, the low battery warning light turns on. If the battery is discharged or the charging device is broken, the power limited warning light turns on. When the charging cable is properly connected to charge the battery, the charging connection indicator turns on. The power down indicator light turns on when the vehicle output is limited to protect the high power parts of the electric vehicle. If this turns on simultaneously with the service warning light and not independently, have the vehicle inspected at an authorized Kia dealer or service partner. Various vehicle safety devices and advanced driver assistance systems help the drivers drive safely and conveniently. They are useful in various driving environments. Let's look at the warning messages of the main devices related to starting, driving, and braking the vehicle, and the messages that are displayed when the driving safety, driving convenience, parking safety, and parking convenience features are operating. First, let's look at the various warning messages you may encounter while driving. While the forward collision avoidance assist function is in operation, if it detects that there is a risk of collision with a vehicle, two-wheeler, pedestrian, or cyclist in front, a warning message and sound signal a warning, and the driver is required to pay attention and respond. If it detects that it is difficult to avoid a collision with a vehicle, two-wheeler, pedestrian, or cyclist in front, it automatically assists with braking. When lane keeping assist is on, a warning is issued if you veer from your lane. If a risk of collision with a rear vehicle is determined after operating the turn signal while driving above a certain speed, a warning sound and a side mirror warning light signal a warning. When changing lanes while driving, if a risk of collision with a vehicle in the rear is detected, a warning message and sound signal a warning, and emergency steering automatically assists with steering. If the driver does not hold the steering wheel for a certain period of time, the hands-off warning message is displayed. If the driver still does not hold the wheel, an additional warning sound is triggered. Make sure to always hold the steering wheel and drive safely. Next, we'll look at various warning messages you may encounter when parking or exiting your vehicle. When exiting the vehicle, if there is a high risk of collision with a vehicle approaching from the rear, the side mirror warning lights blink. A collision warning is issued through a warning message and sound. Check your surroundings and exit the vehicle safely. When reversing, a warning is issued if a risk of collision with a vehicle approaching from the left or right is detected. In addition, the side mirror warning light blinks and a warning sound is triggered at the same time. The steering wheel vibrates and a warning message is displayed on the instrument panel. Check your surroundings and exit safely. When reversing, the vehicle automatically brakes if the risk of collision with a vehicle approaching from the left or right increases. The side mirror warning light blinks, a warning message appears on the instrument panel, and a warning sound is triggered. The steering wheel vibrates to alert the driver of emergency braking. When parallel parked, the vehicle automatically brakes when a risk of collision with a vehicle behind is detected while exiting the parking spot in a forward direction. In addition, the side mirror warning light blinks and a warning message and warning sound are issued. Check your surroundings and exit safely. If you see this warning light when stopping your vehicle on a hill, use your brakes or parking brake. Lastly, let's look at the transmission-related warning messages. If the transmission oil temperature is high, a warning message is displayed on the instrument panel. If you continue to drive in harsh conditions even after the transmission overheating warning message appears, this message will appear. At this time, power is limited by the self-protection mode. When the transmission drops to a normal temperature, this message appears and you can drive without issues. Now, we will look at the high-pass system used to enter and exit toll roads. Insert a high-pass card into the high-pass card slot. When inserting the high-pass card, face the front of the card upwards. Press the eject card button to remove the card. When the power is off, short or long press the power button to turn on the power. To turn off the power, press and hold the power button. If the card reader's power is on and there is a balance remaining on the inserted card, payment is automatically made when entering or exiting a toll road in the high-pass lane. While the power is on, briefly press the power button to adjust the volume in 5 levels. If you want to know the balance, briefly press the check balance button. Press and hold the check balance button for an audio guide of the recent fee transaction. Now, we will look at how the vehicle's theft alarm system works. After closing all the doors, while the smart key is not inside the vehicle, lock the door by touching the door lock sensor of the door's external handle or by pressing the door lock button on the smart key. The emergency warning lights will flash once, and the alarm will sound as the theft alert system goes into armed stage. While in armed stage, if a door, the engine hood, or another part is randomly opened for purposes such as theft without using the lock sensor of the door and no smart key, then the device goes into alarm mode. System goes into theft alarm stage. The emergency warning lights will flash for 30 seconds, and the alarm will sound and stop after 10 seconds. This cycle will repeat twice. In armed stage or theft alarm stage, press the smart key's door unlock button to unlock the door. The system goes into disarmed stage with the emergency warning lights flashing twice. If the door or trunk is not opened within approximately 30 seconds after unlocking all doors, use one of the various door unlock buttons. The door is locked and vehicle enters armed stage again. When the battery is discharged, you can start the vehicle by connecting it to another vehicle's battery or an auxiliary battery with a jump cable. When the battery is discharged and a jump start is inside the vehicle in places such as the glove box, open the vehicle by removing the manual key from the back of the smart key. Open the hood of the car, check the battery location, and then use the jump cable to connect the identical poles of the jump start and vehicle battery. After connecting the jump cables, turn on the jump start and start the car. When the vehicle starts, disconnect the cable, then keep the engine running or drive for approximately 1 hour. When connecting the jump cables to the battery of another vehicle, first start the engine of the other vehicle, then open the engine hood of the vehicle with the discharged battery. Connect the positive terminal of the battery to the positive terminal of the normal vehicle, then the negative terminal of the normal vehicle to the negative terminal of the discharged vehicle, in that order. When you start a discharged vehicle and the engine starts, disconnect the jump cable in the order of the discharged vehicle's negative terminal, the normal vehicle's negative terminal, the discharged vehicle's positive terminal, and the normal vehicle's positive terminal. Every day before driving the vehicle, conduct a daily inspection to safely manage and drive the vehicle. First, check whether there were any parts with issues while driving the day before. After checking that, the engine starts easily and the condition of the battery is adequate, open the hood. Check whether the engine coolant, brake fluid, washer fluid, etc. are sufficient and whether there are any leaks. Check the condition of the connection hose for the coolant auxiliary tank. Next, check whether the coolant amount displayed on the side of the coolant auxiliary tank is between the minimum and maximum lines. Regularly check whether the brake fluid level is between the minimum and maximum lines. If the fluid level in the brake fluid tank is below the minimum line, the brake fluid should be filled or the pad should be checked for wear. Open the engine oil filler cap, pull out the level gauge and wipe it with a cloth, and then put the level gauge back into the oil filler hole. Make sure the engine oil level gauge is between the minimum and maximum lines. Look for any visible damages or cracks on the exterior of the vehicle and check that the tires have enough pressure and have no wear or damage. If the tire is worn evenly, a tread wear indicator will appear as a solid band across the tread. This means that the tire tread has almost reached its wear limit, so the tire needs to be replaced. Make sure the vehicle's lamps do not have any issues and are working properly. Before starting the engine, sit in the driver's seat and check for any abnormalities in the shift lever and brakes. Check whether there are any issues with the interior or exterior mirrors and whether the wipers, various instruments, and switches are in good working condition. When infants and toddlers are inside the vehicle, an approved child restraint seat or device must be installed to ensure they are seated safely. Child seats must be installed in the back seat due to the risk of airbag-related accidents if they are placed in the passenger seat. Place the child seat on the back seat and connect the ISOFIX of the child seat to the ISOFIX anchor of the vehicle seat. Attach the hook to the tether anchor and secure it firmly. Once it is securely fastened, fasten the child seat again using the vehicle's seat belt. After installing the child seat, hold the plate and slowly pull the seat belt shoulder strap. Connect it through the child seat. Insert the plate of the 3-point seat belt into the buckle and ensure it clicks into place. Pull the seatbelt shoulder strap all the way to switch to the automatic locking retractor mode. Slowly retract the shoulder strap to prevent any loosening of the seatbelt. When you hear a sound during the retraction of the shoulder strap, the automatic locking retractor mode conversion is complete. The Kia Digital Key is a driver convenience system that allows you to lock or open the vehicle doors and tailgate, and start the vehicle using a smartphone or card key without a smart key. This function can be used on the existing Kia Digital Key app, and Digital Key 2 is now available to use on the Kia Connect app. You can lock or unlock the door by touching your registered smartphone or card key to the vehicle's door handle. Place your smartphone or NFC card key on the wireless charging pad, depress the brake pedal, and press the start button to start the engine. For UWB-enabled smartphones, go to Settings, Vehicle, Door in the infotainment system. If Unlock upon approach is enabled, the door automatically unlocks if you carry the smartphone and approach the front seat door handle. For UWB-enabled smartphones, depress the brake pedal and press the start button with the smartphone inside the vehicle. Before driving, adjust the seat position so that you can easily control the steering wheel and the acceleration and brake pedals. For manual seats, pull the adjustment lever up to adjust the seat position. For automatic seats, use the adjustment switch to adjust the seat. Move the switch to the front, back, top, or bottom to adjust the seat. If you change drivers frequently, use the driver position memory system so that the seat, side mirrors, and head-up display are clearly in sight. When the car has started and the shift lever is in park mode, in order to save the driver position and settings for the current state, such as the seat, mirrors, and head-up display, press and hold button 1 or button 2 for longer than 1 second. If the settings are saved properly, a beep will sound twice and a message will be displayed on the LCD display. The next time you drive, pressing the same button automatically adjusts the driver's seat to the saved position and settings and displays a message on the LCD display. Use the relaxation comfort seat feature to relieve fatigue with the optimal position. Use the automatic switch positioned on the side of the seat cushion to easily use this feature. Pressing the end of the automatic switch for more than 1 second displays a text on the infotainment system screen. Pressing the same switch again within 5 seconds moves the seat to the relaxation comfort seat position. During automatic adjustment, using the seat adjustment switch ends the automatic operation. While the relaxation comfort seat is in effect, pressing the front of the automatic switch for more than 1 second returns the seat back to the previous position. For the vehicle's ambient light, go to Settings, Vehicle, Light, Indoor Ambient Lighting to freely adjust the brightness and color. Adjust the beam level of the headlamps according to the vehicle position, luggage, and passengers to secure a field of view that suits your posture. The incline of the vehicle changes depending on the luggage and passengers. By using the dial, you can adjust the level from 0 to 3. The higher the number, the lower the headlamp beam level, and the lower the number, the higher the headlamp beam level. Always keep the headlamp beam at the proper leveling position. The headlamp escort feature secures a field of vision for drivers who step out of the car at night or in dark environments by keeping the headlamp on for about 15 seconds. When the engine is turned off and the driver's door is opened and closed with the headlamps on, the taillights and headlights do not turn off immediately, but remain on for about 15 seconds. The headlamp escort feature can be set in the Light Headlamp Escort menu of the infotainment system.
The EV9's infotainment system combines a 12.3-inch cluster display, 5-inch climate control display, and 12.3-inch navigation display. The same graphic user interface theme is applied to the AVNT cluster and head-up display, improving the sense of unity and providing the optimum usability. When you swipe down from the top of the screen on any display, the quick control screen is displayed, where the settings for illumination, passenger talk, and navigation guidance can be adjusted. You can press the Settings button at the top right of the screen to freely select the card you want. In addition, a streaming feature, media remote control support, built-in cam integration, and a wash mode are included to provide an expanded user experience. When you touch the plus button at the top right of the climate control screen, the screen expands into the infotainment screen, which allows for convenient adjustment of climate controls from the front passenger seat. In the EV9, one-touch relaxation seat selection is available for the first and second row seats, allowing up to 4 passengers to take comfortable position while charging electric devices or taking a break. In addition, with the infotainment system screen, the warmer ventilation feature and the seat position of the second row seats can be adjusted, and the backrests of the second and third row seats can be folded. When the massage button on the second row seat armrest is pressed while the engine is on, the strength mode adjustment is displayed on the armrest screen and the dynamic body care feature are turned on, helping the passengers relieve fatigue through blood circulation while driving or riding the vehicle for a long time. An electric tilting walk-in has been applied to the right seat in the second row, providing a larger space than the previous walk-in seat and making it easier to get into the third row seats. After stowing the seat belt of the second row seat, press the folding switch on the outside of the seat or the switch on top of the backrest to tilt forward and move the cushion and backrest. A reclining feature is provided for the third row seats in the EV9, along with the high glossy cup holder bezel, which upgrades the armrest. C-type USB ports are applied for all seats, so passengers in the second and third row can conveniently charge their electronic devices. The swiveling seat feature of the second row can be used by adjusting the swivel lever at the bottom of the seat, and you can operate this feature with the second row seat's door open. With a 330mm rail, the second row seats can be rotated 180 degrees inward toward the third row and 90 degrees outward towards the side doors, allowing passengers to use the space in various ways. However, for passenger safety, it's recommended that this feature be used when the vehicle is not moving.